let's actually take a look at some of the teams that are going to be participating here at Pmwc at EWC 25.
Oh, but they're still trying to fix a few things here and there.
The docketing. I'm just going to say it right now.
We'll get to that. But you did mention it during that clip, Max. You were saying red group today, day one. We're going to be having group red versus group yellow.
What happened? What went wrong? Try and fix.
The journey to this point, it has been tough, but the real work begins now. It is going to absolutely pop off here on the main stage, so get comfortable. Who has what it takes to perform under the bright lights? Could the reigning champions do it once again? We spoke with Alpha 7 Esports earlier this week to find out.
This is what we were waiting for. The anticipation building, the environment, the stage, the fight, the clash between all of our teams. Day in, day out, the PUBG Mobile World Cup. It starts right here, right now.
We got the honey plane, so we're certainly bringing the sugar, like we were saying. And this is the first treat of the day. All our players ready to go. Al-Haji, spot him straight away down the bottom left. He is a
drops if it goes wrong.
We're already losing one. That's over towards Power. The fourth Thrives currently thriving over towards Hudson. Run ball with AX and Auction Red Force in the ruins.
Scramble to grab themselves some bits of bombs to fight with. Red Force taking a bit of a dip towards the backside as well. DPS is in play. They start to make their move. This is real rough as well for Power Blank. I mean, down to just one man left standing already.
For Team Falcons. All teams actually head up towards that north side. We know that Ralph does like to scout out towards ruins in the first place, and with this circle going over towards the east, if you can cut out two teams from ruins, you'll have a very consistent, easy path over towards Hainan. There's a replay coming through for the action that went down over towards Hansen. It was
always the chance for maybe a little bit of acclamation to stay alive. A punch there in the opening moments, first 15 seconds. Not the sort of sight that you'd like to see.
Nice. Yeah, good catch. Very, very good catch. I mean, it's honestly AX with quite control the path. The attack is right. It could be this soon. They don't need to go towards that eastern side as well. So
equal trade so far. Looking to close the gap with DBS, but the quick burst back over looking pretty good actually. These trades go so messy. Either side taking heavy hits, looking to see if they can convert. UBS just spamming out the shots. Play medic, get Henry back on his feet. Got the elevated fight, wide swing out on the corner, drop down into it.
So we can go east again, end up in Lakawi. I'd be very, very happy. I think I've seen every other finish here on Sandhawk other than Lakawi. Fireflux, Falcons are heading up here. I don't know how they're able to get towards this position unseen.
Man, that's an insta-knock as well. Now, Valo being able to pick up pretty big impact onto this. Yeah, that's crazy. It felt like actually with the position they were in, there must have been some kind of visual contact from it. Really not ideal. Pretty quick nades of the cast out. Two knocks. Got one back over onto the Falcons.
It's already taking out the majority of Fireflux. It's beautiful for the Ralph. Okay.
Oh, mate. You say taking out the majority, they might actually just...
Picking up the low ground early on, if you have to move out that area, is a death sentence. Playzone takes down Toshbik. Now that is interesting. I don't know how that's happened for Reg and Kaya. They have really damaged on their escape outward.
Yeah, you cannot afford to dilly-dally. It's time to lock in. And they're going to have two teams ahead of them as well. So the pathway forward is going to be a bit rough. Toshbik on the knock.
There's Angdon Galacticus finding Regnum Kaya, the entirety of them as well. Goodness me, just waiting for them on the wings there.
Yeah, fragmented, one knock into Toshbik, everyone else just being shot at from two separate sides. It really does start to crumble. This was 4 Thrives who were setting themselves up to get the third party down from the top of the ridge. Like you said, they've been ran up on, and it's not looking good whatsoever. quickly they are dispatched.
The Vault does a huge amount of work in that instance. A surprise that 4th Rise fell for that so suddenly, and I think that's because they got a little bit too aggressive down towards the position early. And that is always the difficulty with taking that high ground, that your back is not protected. Horror though, no fear. Certainly feeling it now, it's a little bit. Soaz from DRX.
Yeah, DRX might actually have a little bit more to say about this one, the longer it develops as well. You've got a good read on it. Oh, hang on a minute. Alpha 7 cam dropping over. Mafioso trying to bail out. Damage comes through. Quick damage on the Carrillo. There's the pre-nade as well. Oh, nearly, mate. Couldn't get it through the window.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nade you should not be missing here in EWC, right? I don't think for Alpha 7 now they're surrounded. Revo, Mafioso keep things under wraps. Team Secret now coming over towards that building, over towards Revo is. He's got a big task ahead of him.
It was a cook on the nade, cast it out, doesn't look like it's going to be on target. Vision as well, scrapping. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side of the feed, it's all kicking off. Damage back down onto 4 Primes. That was the replay that we had there with a real action here. Let's see how it goes.
Team Vision maybe missed their moment there. But they could have come down slightly earlier as opposed to looking over towards this fight happening between Weibo as well as Horror Esports in Lakawi. I think DRX does have a nice spot, you know, over on this eastern side. They can stalk the opponents on the west.
Yeah, it feels like they've been picking their fights nicely as well. You know, the one pick they were able to find was good timing on it. They're not overcommitted. They're playing the long game on this one. They're taking so much damage, having to tuck in. Really doesn't have an angle to fight from at all. Smile. Be happy with that one on the peak.
But have a scout in Never Alone, currently playing in a compound on that northwest, keeping tabs on that huge fight ongoing inside that compound that you see on your screen right now with Team Sleeper Alpha 7. Yangon Galacticos, nice nade. Comes through again. 6 elims on the match.
Yo, honestly, you've got to give him props. Vision looking really crisp right now. That was a beautiful nade. Great timing on it. Ooh, hang on. Going to be able to get the full commit onto this though. Looking for a window. Obviously wanted to get the pick back up. Couldn't do it. Zahora out.
Encourages one team to take control of the match. That was a nice step out from Borizin, honestly. But Devotee, the reaction speeds on that were insane.
It's a good setup for this teammate as well, the way they've read it. You play off the back of the nade into the peaks. You've got to force them into the fight. It's a good engagement, actually. Like, impressive stuff. They've been playing a relatively passive game rather than the hot drop that we sort of start off with, but rotations have been all right. The teamwork looked pretty good. Rough on the move here, though. Limited cover to work with and influence Rage. They take the peak up and do get the...
Well, it's Cyrax.
It's the easy cam. Oh, hey, that's
take out influence.
He's literally had the backline this whole time, by the way. He's been slowly making his move in, right? He's rocked up, found influence Rage, and made the play. Oh, easy.
Fair play. Fair play.
2 elim points. Can't actually turn your nose up at that, Blank.
No, you can't.
Let's see if he does any more. I'm rooting for him. Oh, footsteps heard.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not joking around. Like a 0-point game. Like,
yeah.
You'll take it.
No, absolutely you will. They got I think a 2 off the back of that.
Yeah.
Nice. Yangon Galacticos will finish off Alpha 7 who get 1 pity point.
And AX as they start to make their rotation over the top. Like you say, it's a good setup from Vision, but I'm also liking what DRX are working with. Oh, hang on though. Volts. Humbin was playing far further out, obviously scouting down. Ooh, nade onto the top. Never Alone takes a hefty hit from that one. Got to back up a bit. Team Secret caught in the crossfire as well.
See there the ones from them. Irina goes down. Iron goes down as well. That's the Yangon Galacticos. Another tag on, which takes them to 14 elims on the first map of the day. Right though, Jackie.
They have, yeah. This is what we were looking at, right? Kind of passive, just the sort of third-party fights when they had a few off angles.
Falcons have to leave. Luckily for them, DRX as well as Vision just get into contact with one another.
Here we go. Scrap starting to unfold. Damage over the top. Marcelo with the peak up, spamming into the smoke. Vehicle over the top. Nade straight onto him as well. So Vision, it's getting risky. And that's DRX with the damage being dealt. Vault suddenly clambering to pick this one back up. Meanwhile, you've got DRX from the sideline with his own pushing in, nipping at their heels. They've got to be forced further forward. The nades Blank with how closely grouped they are. One right on target would finish them.
What are you doing? They drove their own teammates into the barrage of nades. Smile goes down and Team Falcons now looking for the finish. But it was clean from DRX.
Stepping forward, the feet are on the ground right now. DRX, they saved themselves. Could have been misery in the previous fight. The smorgasbord of mistakes have kept them in it to win it, and Hyunbin tries to unleash. That's one clean connection back on a round. Koa low on HP. DRX dealing damage right now as the elims are racking up in a position to close it and grab themselves a chicken dinner on the first game with the shots raining true. It's all on Redox. We need to be a clutch from the back line, and that's not going to happen. DRX will take it.
Yeah, coming to play here. It's not quite D plus Q, but DRX are looking good on the main stage. Very, very nice to see here for them. Team Falcons will take that second place to the old classic.
That was good, I like that.
You did?
Yeah.
That was decent.
I told you, decent Foley artist.
Yeah, man, I got it.
Sounds down.
But match number 2 out of 18 here right now. This is Group Red versus Yellow. Watching here, so the Van Damme split.
Van Damme split, you're not wrong. Oh, okay, so obviously we were alluding to this a little bit. We were setting up the fact that Power could have had a bit of a drop on the Weebug, but it's not what we've seen. Instead, it's Influence, Rage that are here, actually getting a bit of their own back for Easy, who had the flank in the first map, obviously being able to instantly get the damage out. Al-Haji, not ideal. A big man for the team, but not able to deliver on that first encounter. For Dan as well, you have eaten that nade. Ooh.
But hey, Dan, just down. And it's unfortunate to see, honestly. I think what typically happens with Aiden is that when Al-Haji goes down, he really struggles. When he's up, he plays kind of the centerpiece to that role where you do need him on the off angle to support Al-Haji, but he goes for those pretty insane rollouts. But yeah, now just Ragnar and Easy try and make it happen. Got the doolies.
Trying to bait on a peak. Wild spray of bullets, but firm the full wipe on the squad. Matty Power Gaming going down as effectively the first full knock in both of the maps. Elevated angle over the top, looking to dive onto him, will eventually clean up. Took a bit of time to find it, but Easy's gone. You can get the save back onto him there. Seven's POV straight back in. And this is what you were saying, the rotate over there, taking shots from the back line. Squash, we know that he can be talented. And unloading at the minute, snapshots over the top just as they tuck into the compound. A lot of chip damage onto them. Yeah, massively so. And you can follow up from it as well. I mean, Order in a horrific position. They just keep finding these knocks. Late game rotate, like it's been nice for them, but it results in this.
That's an important knock over towards Yangon. Galacticos coming through from RCB. But Weibo Gaming can get themselves back to get out to them. So Weibo Gaming is not moving. At least not until the end game.
Well, what are you doing? Mate, you actually made it in. Oh, it couldn't have been better timing on it. Straight Benny Hills out up the stairs, wanting to get himself into the high ground. Oh, we're seeing some crazy gun skill. They're keeping you guessing a little bit, which at times, thriving in the chaos, can be incredibly beneficial. Seems like non-ship Red Force taking a knock there, perfectly. Chuck it in top.
Ooh, it's pretty nice, actually, yeah.
Okay. I mean, this has already been a bit of a cheeky one, Wang. So let's see where it goes. Non-ship Red Force here, just eating bullets, trying to use the water as some sort of additional cover to work with, throw it off, but no, I mean, Vision realistically just have not had an opportunity to move too much over the course of the past few minutes. We'll come back to that for as it's DRX. They've got the opening chicken dinner of the day. Now they're just being given an explosive breakfast with Nitro being thrown their way. Nade after nade on top. Weibo as well, still being able to get stuck into the fight from the side as the bullets hit. Hyunbin on the nade back, good for one, but he's got a full army coming his way. I mean, this is E-Arena, the wall of smokes in front of him, effectively just him left. Everyone else has been taken out, so DRX, if they want to get the back-to-back wins, it would need to be an unbelievable effort just from Hyunbin with an awful lot to get done.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a struggle position. Luckily for him, E-Arena is getting walloped from the sidelines. Oh, what a problematic smoke there. Dissipates. They're going to have to deal with shots coming through. Bowfish actually able to sneak on past using that ridgeline on the west towards the roadside to make that happen.
nade after nade. It's good damage. AX being able to find opportunities to fight on their terms in both matchups we've seen today. Going for the full crash as well, the Rhino maneuver with the vehicles over the top side, hitting heavy onto the Falcons. Now Valo at least with the reply back, good for one.
No.
The nade on top of the team. Oh, Henry goes down and so do the Falcons. Oh mate, feels like no one really wins there.
To be honest, I think that should have been an AX just wipe, and now Valo plays a risky game, drops a nade at his feet, finds 2 on the knocks. Somehow it happens, Team Secret, Lil Boy will go down. That's Jaiki in the back there. It is Yangon Galacticos still making this one happen, though they lose Say Cloud.
It's nice seeing the energy as well from Team Secret actually into this one. A lot of yelling already from them on the player camps. You can see they're trying to keep themselves fired up. Opportunity to steal away a couple of elite limbs so far. And it's put them in a pretty good spot. I mean, you know, Influence Rage, top spot with 6 points, but you're at a close second, still able to build more as well. We've got 4 players alive. Now, off the back of what was a crazy dive in, Order still from a position to find more impact. Team Secret still popping up.
It's a bit of a change, honestly, from their usual play. I think that they took their time moving from Grozok. They moved too far and too fast. The circle ends up coming back their way, and then they struggle in the future because of it. And it should have been an easy pickup. Order attempts to make the cross, and that will be one.
Been taking their time. Feels like they've been, you know, given a bit of plot armor with some of the fights they've survived throughout this map. Maybe that's about to change. It's a good peek in. Loxy lops them up. Shuts down one. There's the reposition close into the ridge as well. The rest of the squad not really in a position to attempt to trade, and the angles just don't favour you. You've got covered either on that side with the rock face, you've got vehicles to play off of.
My
Toxic with a quick.
On that big split they had earlier on. Alpha 7 do make it across, by the way. They've got a heavy amount of damage, but
Fights where it looked like it was working well. I mean, up to 6 elims, but they've been shot in the back. They do at least still get the knocked player back up, so it's going to be okay to reset from it. That's the last remaining member of E Arena as well, just down towards the coastline there in Joker. Meanwhile, Alpha 7 low here on resources, but can they build back up from forcing out?
what are you doing, Carrillo?
Oh, mate, what's happening? Bladed him.
Hey, here's that initial fight from earlier on versus Influence Rage, and Drang just holding it down in that front line. Diego goes down as a hopper from Lil Boy, and just holds the angle apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of setting this one up where it's like, oh, this could be big for them, force them out, take the position off them, get some gear. Nade to the back of the face. Love that, but let's see if they can save Revo, get him back in the fight. Meanwhile, they're being collapsed upon though. So this is Hora coming in from the top as well, looking to really put the pressure on here. No fear, living up to his name. Nade over the top, burst in air. Hora with the first knock back over. Seems like Silas as well, taking that one straight to the dome. It's a 3-pointer. Oh, mate, beautiful work done. We move out in the meantime. Sleep, he has his legs blown out on the nade back over from Alpha 7.
If he hits this. It's so close, bro. That second nade was unbelievable, but Alpha 7, Team Secret, and potentially E Arena is going to be getting themselves involved with one another. Obviously, the big difficulty though for Thrives and Fireflux is that eventually that ridge line is going to be useless to them because they're going to have to move over towards that north side.
Well, Hora might have just outlived the potential expiry date they've had on the yelling. They're going for all of the good comms. That's not what you want though. Sideline shot back over, quick trade, headshot onto Revo with a mini 14. It's a nice knock again. They're feeling the pressure from this position.
They've got way more space to play in, and they are taking advantage of that space as well. These nades have got to be absolutely sublime from Fireflux.
Had a decent amount of them to work with as well, and you can see how they're setting this up. Good comms on it, slightly staggered with the nades going over. Looking to make sure they can commit onto the knock player just a little bit shallow. It's such a substantial distance though. Definitely trying to see if they could force out the 4 Thrives members and punish them. Oh, this could be good. Perfect timing. Waits for the peek up. Slap back over though, Blank. It's not for free. They're actually able to at least get a quick trade onto him, so good heads up play.
The Bush had a framework made of metal, stopped that buggy in its tracks. The Fireflux ruined by that moment. They really just wanted to get across and start taking shots to the 2 players remaining from 4 Thrives. In the meantime, though, Madcap will go down, as will Scarface, and it's looking pretty grim right now for Fireflux.
For most of these squads, so closing the gap between one another, it's risky. It's all or nothing. You've got to peek in, off your teammates' contact, and commit to those elims. You can't mess around on this one. And Secret looking very agitated, obviously aware of the Alpha 7 position, knowing it's do or die on the peak.
For Team Secret, the lucky thing for them is that they have a lot of hard cover in front of them, and those rocks, as well as the tree line. This is wild from fourth rise, but they knew where Ketch was, and they're just looking for third place. It's a smart maneuver. They're going to confirm points. I actually like a team that does that, that takes it into their own. What?
And the absolute aggression from Alpha 7 that throws us back into a head-to-head 1 versus 2. Revo looking to let it rip on the shots over the top, and there you go. Alpha 7, your reigning champions. They might have struggled on the first game, but they're back. They mean business, and they take that one home.
Yangon Galacticus could very well put DRX in a winning spot in game number 6.
Definitely could. They have got that high ground advantage, but it's difficult to get them out of there.
But honestly, not a bad play, like you said. Ooh. Disengaging. Silas might be coming back and doing so in the vehicle, even if he... Yeah, they're fully collapsing. So now that you're so focused on YG, DRX is now getting pincered. The vice grip is closing. YG are taking damage, and DRX is pushing down. Yes, they'll get the eliminations, but now they've got the low ground. And the question is, will they get punished much like they just did the YG from Regnum Kara?
And they lose a player, and that could be devastating. A nade in hand for Madcap, and there's a lot of damage being poured on in. Team Secret are here to play as well, and they can't quite get back up towards the top here. Madcap spotted, and the nade no longer an issue. 3 teams remaining. It's Team Secret, it's DRX, and it's Regnum Kaya.
That's it. You've got all 3 teams with 3 members alive. It's anybody's ball game without question. Team Secret, a win here would be tremendous. We haven't seen them in the winner's circle just yet. This will be their first opportunity for DRX, though. They won 3 out of the 6 today, and that's going to be a massive drop.
Where's Regnum Kaya in all of this? The opener for DRX is good, but will Regnum Kaya roll over the top? So easy. I think he's dropped down now. Goes down to a nade, and there's more to come as the high ground suddenly becomes a factor. But there's suppression for the backline of Team Secret as well. A nade, a close range fight coming on through with the shotguns. 2 players for Regnum Kaya, 1 apiece for the 2 contenders here. Down beneath them, Hyunbin charges forwards, and DRX are swept aside. Tosh Picker Wild now just have Frankie to deal with, and the backfill works wonders. Silas leads the charge, and the rest of the roster capitalize.
And it's up to Frankie to try and keep the hopes and dreams alive for Team Secret. There maybe is an opportunity. There was almost a clutch in the last game that we ended up watching, but Frankie's got a tall task ahead of him. He's got a player on the off angle, and it won't even happen. And that's going to be a tremendous win for Regnum Kara, taking their first victory of the day and a much-needed win to break into top 8.
A beautiful result coming through from Regnum Kaya. As you say, much needed. This day caused a lot of worry for fans of Regnum Kaya. They have not been their usual self.
Ended up winning every single match today in regards to every different map. And it is 4 Thrives doing just enough to take over that first place at the end of day 1.
Miramar that we saw earlier on that one Orangle game where they were a bit hesitant to push WBG. Chances are they would still be in first place, but even have a lead against Alpha 7. The fact that they're doing this well and there's still room